Hello everyone, myself Mrs. Dipali Manoj Jori from Kekiva Polytechnic Nasik. This video is created as one of the tasks of International Faculty Development Program on Environment and Sustainability. I am from Science and Humanities Department and my subject is Mathematics. So now in this video, I will try to relate mathematics with environment. Now this slide include my week 1 and week 2 video details with the link and the contents. Now from this video, the outcomes are analyze the causes of carbon emission and to understand the use of mathematics for respect to data collection. The another outcome is apply science and mathematics for controlling CO2 emission. Now here let us first see the different ISO standards can be used. ISO 14001 can be used to define the criteria of EMS, Environmental Management System. Then ISO 14031, it gives the guidance on design and use of environmental performance evaluation within an organization. The next ISO standard from my point of view is 15001, which was designed in 2018. Whose title was Renewable Energy Resources. It can be used or it specifies the requirements for establishing, implementing, maintaining and improving an energy management system. Now CO2 emission calculation for my household and my personal life. I have listed them here in short. For domestic purpose, in my house I have two different connections for LPG cylinder. One is for cooking and one for gas geyser. So total carbon emission from my house is 84.50 kg per month. Electricity is 150 kilowatt per month. So the CO2 emission is 185 kilowatt per month. Now for transportation purpose, as my all three vehicles are petrol vehicles, so the 39 liters petrol we are approximately using, 30 liter petrol we are approximately using. So the CO2 emission is 69.82 kg per month. So the total CO2 emission per month is 339.32 kg. What is mean by, let us see what is mean by carbon footprint. First of all, the carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases produced to directly and indirectly support human activities, usually expressed in equivalent terms of carbon dioxide. Now in this graph, the graph exactly shows that how much carbon emission is created by each and every country. From 1990 to 2025, which country is emitting the maximum carbon or CO2 that we can see here. So in this graph, China and United States are the two countries emitting maximum CO2. Now how we can use mathematics? See, the pie chart can be easily useful for distinguishing different ways of carbon emissions by human beings. So here we can see home electricity, we can emit 12%. Gas, oil and coal at home we emitted 15%. See, this way pie chart is very well can be used for carbon emission distinction. Now let us see how mathematical modeling can be created for the effect of emission sources on atmospheric pollutant concentrations. So by creating development of air quality models, we can calculate it easily. The mathematical model have a number of advantages over physical models. By creating mathematical model easily, we can calculate the air quality of city and all. For example, smog chambers can only be used to study atmospheric chemical reactions in a fixed location and are not suited to simulate the effects of diffusion, changing spatial and temporal emission patterns, pollutant deposition at the ground, and varying meteorological conditions. The inputs to the calculation are the pollutant emission rates, and the output is the expected concentration of the several atmospheric pollutants. So by creating this type of air quality model, giving input and output, and giving input to that model, we can get the output as we want. So this type of mathematical model can be created. Inputs can be different types of emissions we can enter: land use, topography, initial concentrations, meteorology. And after giving the input, the different types of, depending upon the input, the model types can be created: empirical, statistical, rule, WAC, analytical, deterministic, transport. What type of input we are giving, that type of model can be created. And the output, we can get pollutant concentrations, source impacts. So this way, the different mathematical models can be created for getting CO2 emission calculations, and that we can easily control. With this, I'll conclude my slides. Thank you.